Hello there, what's the story, what's the crack, how are y'all keeping? This is the ThePandaPuncher. Yes, ThePandaPuncher, welcome back to Let's Play Dwarf Fortress. And the last time, right, we got some silver. And a nice wall. It's one of my favourite resources. It's another native silver wall, thank you very much. And I think we used an log down there. And we had some tetrahedrite somewhere. Definitely saw some tetrahedrite. It's literally at the bottom of the screen. There we go. Tetrahedrite. So I'm going to let all that mine out because that's more than enough resources to start a small metalsmith, metalworks, that kind of thing. It's a shame we don't have anything like bismuth coal or anything along those lines to sort of have that natural material to burn at the start, so we're going to have to end up burning wood, and we don't have that many trees, so probably very important early on to hit a cavern level so we can start taking the trees from there, providing that there is some. But we're just going to have to keep an eye on that. And if we can, buy some burnable material from any trade caravans that come our way and take advantage of that. So, right. Everybody just going about their work, waiting on our next arrivals. So I'm going to dig another one here. So we got some horn silver. Horn silver it's just the one that sort of just hangs about behind normal silver. You just get it every now and then. It's just, again, it's just a silver ore. It's nothing too special. I don't know what the difference is. I should look it up. But at the end of the day, it's silver. It is valuable in some capacity. Therefore, I will mine it and I will utilize it. See, it's usually this one where I start going a wee bit crazy with the number of workshops. But I'm not going to do that, because I'm going to just do a third level here, but I'm not actually going to start the mining in this one. I'm just going to have it designated and then I'm going to turn it off. So again, this is something I should macro, but I don't know, it's kind of like in Minecraft or any game like that, you know, eventually at some point you develop to such an extent that you can have extra tech that can do, you know, X amount of mining for you, or what would you call it? Take out the micromanagement, or, you know, at least make your life a bit easier so you can spend more time just doing nonsense. But for me, in Dwarf Fortress, this stuff is some of the fun stuff, you know, the actual manual designating one square and manually typing your way down to the next square. Just, it's nice, it's enjoyable, in a weird way. So there's that horn silver, I think. Yeah. So it's remembering what all the ores look like in Ascii, because it's all just a combination of you know, pound signs and different. Oh, platinum. That's right, we struck that on the very first day. So what's this over in the corner then? It's also the pound sign. That's more tetrahedrite. So what's in the wall here? Lemonite. And then magnetite, dolomite, pretty boring stuff. Maybe worth considering, you know, what's here. It's loam. That's laminite. Upward, blah blah blah. Nothing usable on the edges here. Loam, dolomite, dolomite loam, loamy dolomite, clay loam. I'm looking for like bismuth. Sometimes you flick out and you get some in the walls. What is this green shit? Garnerite. And just more loam. Getting pretty low here. Oh, what's this? What is this? Sand. That was disappointing. Very, very disappointing. Right, so okay, that little task is futile. So we've got a couple of our coffins done, we've got some more doors done, which is good. They should automatically be getting built because in the last episode we did in fact plan that stuff. Unfortunately now we're going to have a mix of wooden and stone doors, which is going to slowly drive me insane. Build bed. Wonder how many we have now. Hopefully 2 to finish off this row. More than 2 actually. We have quite a few. How many more? Oh, that's the last one. So we need another 3 and we're good to go in terms of our first initial set of bedrooms. We're up to 28 doors, which means we can accommodate 12 more, and The thing is, though, the next wave we're getting, which I think is maybe is our third wave, sometimes I have found that it can either be average in terms of between 4 and 11 dwarves, that kind of mark. But sometimes, with being Dwarf Fortress, it tries to just, you know, keep you on your toes. And it'll send 35, 40, 50 dwarves. I think the most I ever got in a migration wave was around 44 dwarves. And it was just, I did not know what, I mean, yes, nice big labour force to use, but I had to expand so quickly and utilise, you know, get a lot more farming up, brewing up, just find roles for everyone. It was a pain in the ass, let's just say that. What type of rain is that? Or is that leaves falling? Anyway, it looks ominous when it starts falling red. There's lots and lots of silver hitting a pile of, what would you call them, gems and all that crack. Probably shouldn't have designated all of this straight away, because now they're kind of distracted and they're not mining the this bit. Although there is someone mining it. That's just because I bought a shit ton of pickaxes and, you know, somebody clearly had nothing to do for a minute. So everything seems to be getting done here. Food production is... Oh. Apparently winter is here. Keep the fires hot and eat your fill. Will do, kind lady. Although don't tell me what to do. I don't appreciate that one bit. Hoping to Armok himself that doesn't crash and it just nicely goes back into the game. Like now. Or now. Nope. Anyway, let's just hope it doesn't crash. Please don't crash. Because I find that... Oh, thank God for that. Get that mouse off the screen. So we're worth 32,000. We have 16 dwarves. And we have 50 seeds, 231 drink, 66 meat, 49 fish, and 145 plant, which is more than enough at the minute, although we want to keep an eye on that drink, obviously, as more and more dwarves come in. And again, another thing we'll be able to do this one, in this playthrough, like we couldn't do in the last one was, not that we couldn't in the last one, it's just, it took so much effort to do anything in the last one because we limit ourselves to building above ground, is the fact that we have the whole tavern thing to do again, we have religious areas to deal with, we have all these nice new facets of Dwarf Fortress that we can once again explore and come up with unique creations in the beautiful aesthetic that is default Ascii graphics. Absolutely stunning. Oh, what was that? Oh. Okay, should have took the first clue in the fact that, you know, the screen didn't have a big red box of death telling me that somebody was here to eat everyone. Just a thief. Just a thief. Whew, my heart actually started pounding there because I was like, no, not this early, please. I don't even have a military yet. So I don't usually start making a military till I hit about the 50 dwarf mark, and it's done me okay so far all these years, but, you know, time will tell. Time will tell. Because time's a tout. Goddamn time. So yeah, definitely shouldn't have started mining all of that stuff yet. I should have just kept a mental note that we had a pile of silver, a pile of tetrahedrite, all of that lovely stuff, and just got them to continue doing what I need them to do. But I bet you they're all up yet. They're all up mining this out. So on this level, we're actually going to have our initial metalworking sort of little industry. So get some of that silver being smelted. Usually the metal I enjoy getting the most is gold. It's not that useful in terms of like a military sense or, you know, things to personally develop your own dwarves within your own society. It's more of a add value to something, a material, just kind of like it is in the real world. And so yeah, you end up making like gold goblets or covering other objects in gold or decorating them in gold and then selling them to create piles of extra funds and money, and you buy all the shit you want from the market. And we haven't had, actually no, I just had to mention that, we haven't had any elves or humans yet. Which is interesting because I'm just going to steal all their shit. And eventually if the elves keep coming, not learning their lesson because elves are stupid, I'll just start murdering them. And then I'll kill all the trees, murder all the elves get angry, the elves will send an army, and I'll kill the elven army because they're stupid, and they have wooden armor and leather, and all wooden weapons and leather armor, so, you know, you can pick them off if you have even a mediocre military. Gloryfire is pumping out the masterwork mugs, which is good to see. And do we have... Oh, so all those doors are nearly done. So that's F4. Build door. Let's put the planning mode on again. And fire a few of these down. That means we should also have the beds done. So we build bed. Yes, yes we do. You know what? We have enough beds here that we can start putting in here as well. Because for some reason, I don't know why, that might be proven completely wrong, but I have a feeling we're going to get a big migration wave soon. Now that those rooms there have doors designated, we can, in fact, make them rooms. Also need to make sure we don't have any nobles on the go yet, because it's very important to keep an eye on those crafty bastards, because they just get in the way. They're annoying, they demand stuff, but luckily enough we don't have any. And as you can see, Star is both our expedition leader and chief medical, no, not even chief medical dwarf, expedition leader and manager. An unnamed dwarf, Techhood is our broker, and Zenith is the bookkeeper, and he's doing a fine job, if I do say so myself. Right, I want to press X, I want to press Z, X, and B. Is any of these rooms claimed? Units with bedroom 16, that is good. Good. So everyone that is here has a bed and is nice and sorted. Just need to get the work done. Once we get a nice big migration wave, we won't have enough jobs to go around, and then that's when we'll start smoothing out all of this floor, and then it'll start to look really good, which is one of the things I love about the default Ascii graphics, is that whilst I love how this current level looks right now, when it is smoothed, it just looks really good. And you'll see that eventually. So you shall. He said no. Apparently you won't be seeing that. You have to listen to the dwarf. I don't know if you've heard it, but he said no. I don't know. I don't even know. So this is slowly getting done. A few cats and dogs running about, causing a bit of a havoc. Most of that silver's done. Still a good bit of chunk to mine out there. Still a good chunk of tetrahedrite, but we do have a little dwarf down here mining away, getting the job done, and that is not what I meant to press. And okay, I don't know if we mine down anything more, but the sooner we get down to that mark, the better. So what is it I want to do now? I'm kind of just in this one of these limbo periods where I'm waiting. Whoops, hit the mic. I'm waiting just for either a caravan to come along, something to attack, or just another migration wave so we can move on to more projects, expanding, all that kind of stuff. But sometimes that's the way it is. You can go forever without getting a migration wave, which can be irritating, but alas, that's the way it is. It is Dwarf Fortress. We are all used to the pain and the joys that it brings. That's why we keep playing it. Now, what is the limit we have on the foods? Well, whatever the limit is, we're going to have to increase it. Let's go for 650. This is going to really annoy some people. 834. It's going to annoy me, actually. Like nice round numbers. 834. Why? The key number being the 650, because that's the minimum that we want. So as soon as they'll just keep brewing now until we have 650, and they might brew more because we have that nice big gap between the high and low figures. But we'll stay above 650 as long as we have the resources to make the drink. And being a dwarven colony, and even only the 4 farms here, we should have more than enough material. But if we didn't, it wouldn't take much to expand this farm and, you know, get a couple other ones up and running to expand our whole food production thing. But for the moment, it is fine. We could be lazy, we could cheat, and we could be elves, and we could gather some raw resources outside. But I mean, we are in a good position at the minute, overall. And I do expect to have a caravan soon, be it elf or human, which, you know, it's free resources because we're going to steal everything. What we do need to do actually is, oh, this is very close to being finished. So once they finish mining out this little bit, let's put in some workshops. So furnaces, E. Wood furnace, please. One there. And one there. We want a smelter. One there. One here. Don't really... okay, we'll go glass. We'll have one there and a kiln. One at the bottom. Now we need to go into workshops. We want a metalsmith's forge. One there and one there. Is there anything else we want down in this sort of section? I mean, I know there's a couple of shops we don't have. You see, you know what? That's actually... I always end up doing this, so I don't know why I didn't do it the first time around. I usually just get a floor where it's primarily geared towards the metal industry, but then I just fire in all the other loose workshops that we have left over that need built. That you never know, whenever a dwarf takes a strange mood or fey mood or something along those lines and they're looking to create an artifact, it's important to have all the workshops there, not only for the potential for them wanting that particular workshop in order to create their artifact, but if they're ever short of material, you already have the shop, workshop, or, you know, workstation there ready to go to create the materials that they need to complete their artifact. That's the idea anyway. And holy shit, this episode's already 17 minutes in, and I have literally achieved nothing. I mean, we've expanded our goods, we've placed a few beds, but overall we haven't really done much. So we've more than enough beds here now for the rest of the rooms. And get some doors on the go. Still planning mode, which is good. And that means we have a few more rooms to designate as actual rooms. Probably fire a few cabinets and stuff in now as well, simply because we are here. It's Q. Make a room. Make a room. Make a room. Make a room. And there's like 4 of them over here. I'm pretty sure this one is a room. It is indeed. So, what is that I said I was going to do? Yes. Build cabinet, 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 cabinet. F. So we'll go for the... Go into planning mode. Yeah, cabinets beside the beds. And I'll put the cabinets down on just the 2 main rows that we have already. Please be a cabinet, yes. Because it was like the chair logo. Or it was close enough for me to get confused. Be quiet. Don't know even why I'm bothering putting the ones over here. It's just, again, it's a symmetry thing. There's nobody living over here yet, for the most part, because we don't have that many dwarves. There they go, they'll have somewhere to put their clothes. That is obviously the most important thing right now. Screw defenses, military, screw building up an economy to, you know, sell stuff, screw setting up taverns and religious worshipping areas. What's important is that you have somewhere to put your nice, fresh, clean socks. It's the small things in life, really. Oh, I talk some shite, hey. Some absolute shite. Struck some hornblende. I forget what that is useful for, if anything. And some of this has been dug out, but not a lot. So we can't even get down all of our stuff, and a lot of the workshops haven't been built either, but then again, we do have a lot of jobs going on. That is not the one I was looking for. Is it Z? No, it's not Z. What button am I looking for? this one. So we have people constructing buildings, digging, carving up down staircases, digging, constructing, planting, making mugs, schlepping, drinking, planting seeds. They're dwarves. they're doing what they usually do. So up here I'm thinking, yes, as I mentioned in the last video, a little tower up on this little point here. But other than that, defenses wise, we might just wall ourselves in here. Bit of a platform going around the lip of the wall. Wall probably too high, you know, a wall level, some fortifications on top, and then a little walkway platform so that archers can shoot down. And then to back that up, we'll have some cage traps, especially around the soul gate that we will plan to have there. You know what? That's actually what I'm going to build right now. Is it C wall? It is indeed. We're just going to make it out of wood. I mean, there's no point in being too fancy. Wall. Do we want to go too much further over? Not really. That'll probably be enough. Ash logs. Wall once more, good sir. And that's one into that. And wall again. Ah, wrong way. Hitch. Yo. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There we go. And finally, all the way across from here. Again, very small defensible area. Well, that's the plan anyway. Maple logs. Although we do have to be careful that they could just drop in from above, which would be no fun. Because, you know, death and all that crap, it's never good. We will want to build a gate or essentially a gate, but it's a bridge. We want it to raise to the left. Place that there. Fine. And finally, DT and chop down some more trees. That's what I want you to do. There we go. Done and done, and I think that shall do it for this video. Slowly but surely we're getting there. We really need that next wave of migrants, and we should be flying, get a pile of things done. But once again, that'll have to wait till the next video because this one is over. Please go away until next time, and good luck and goodbye.